this is Darcy Edwards with Edwards Realty Trust. Join us while we talk with Kara Radecki with Ancora Counseling. Hi, welcome to Connections. This is Darcy Edwards with Edwards Realty Trust, and today we have with us Kara Radecki with Ancora Counseling. So I'm really excited to hear kind of how you evolved your counseling. You're not the typical type of a counseling center. Can you explain how you came up with your kind of new theme and how it works for you?
Well, Ancora is a private pay counseling practice, and what that means is we don't typically deal with insurance. And we developed that model after years of dealing with it. You know, a lot of people sitting behind a desk telling us how to do therapy. It required that for a lot of people we had to label them with something that wasn't absolutely necessary. The most common one was adjustment disorder. You're adjusting to something in your life. And
Isn't that just life?
that's life.
To adjust?
Right?
Right.
And then it was, here's what therapy should look like according to an insurance company. And that didn't always work for me, and it very rarely worked for the client because every person is unique and individual, and therapy should be tailored to them.
Right.
And that might not mean that they get better in 6 sessions or less or 10 sessions or whatever their insurance company allows.
Excellent. I've heard you say this before, that therapy is like a spa day for your brain.
Yes.
We spend tons of money on our nails and our feet, but we spend very little on our brain. And can you maybe share with everyone how that would look for somebody? Maybe they're coming in and they're just they had a parent pass away. So how can they utilize what you do?
Well, the lovely thing about private pay is it can look like whatever you need it to look like. So it can be a spa day when you're just feeling stuck in your business, right? When you're stuck in your thinking patterns and you're struggling to come up with the next goal, or maybe you notice that you're spending more time on Facebook than you are on your business. Right. And then for those people who've lost someone in their lives, what we know about grief is that it comes around so often. So, you know, my work with someone who's grieving might be right after someone passes, you come in pretty regularly for a month or two, but then it might be around the time of that loved one's birthday or the anniversary of their passing, you need to come back again. And since you're private pay with me, you don't have to go back to your doctor and get another referral. You just say like, hey, it's my mom's birthday. Can we chat?
Perfect. Yeah, I think it's difficult to navigate all of that because right now mental health is such a huge subject in our country, and we really, to be honest, we're not taught in school how to handle our emotions.
Nope.
And so the other question I had for you is, so what if we're watching someone, we have a friend, and we see that they need your help, that they need help somehow. How do we broach that in a way that's comforting and is more likely for them to actually call you? And how do we do that in the right way? How do we help somebody get help?
And that is the beautiful thing about that I love doing when I'm talking about how to refer folks to counseling, because it reduces the stigma of mental illness and it helps us connect with each other on a more human level, right? Even let's take the friendship aside, right? Because when it's a friend, it's a little bit easier. Let's say it's a coworker or one of your staff members, and someone gives you a little window that they're actually not doing that well, right? For the most part, we all put on a brave face and we say, yeah, everything's going good. But every once in a while, someone says, you know, it's not that great. I got some bad news yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And for the most part, the majority of society will say, oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that, and then move on with their day. This is an opportunity to say, tell me more, right? The phrase I use is lean in. Lean into that conversation with that person, engage them on a human level, and truly visit them in that space and say, how are you doing and how can I support you? Okay. It might not be that they need counseling. It might just be that they need to tell someone that information and get it off their chest and they can go about their day. But if it is a little bit more than that, and you know me, you can say, I know this girl, she's a great counselor.
Right, yeah.
I trust her personally, and I'm sure she would love to talk to you.
Right. And she can help you maybe navigate out of what's going on
Absolutely.
and give you some tips and tricks. I know that you're also involved in supporting our community in different ways, and I know that you're a part of Home Plate. Can you share a little bit about what Home Plate is? And I know that they have a pretty cool event coming up.
Yes. So all of us at Ancora have a deep passion for working with houseless individuals. It started when we were at our last nonprofit, and I serve on the development committee of Home Plate Youth Services, which is working with houseless or precariously housed youth. They do literal street outreach. So if you see people in green backpacks going under bridges and hanging out by the Max, that's our team.
Excellent.
We do job training. We have drop-in services. It's amazing. Our big event is coming up on April 23rd, and it's a stand-up for Home Plate. It's an improv fun evening. There's going to be hors d'oeuvres, there's going to be wine, and there's going to be some storytelling. You get to hear from youth what Home Plate has done for them.
Wow.
And one thing in particular is we're looking for sponsorships.
Perfect.
We have table sponsors, and that gives you the opportunity to get your logo on the table. And then we also have a presenting sponsor, which is an exclusive opportunity to actually get up and talk about your business in front of all of the people there at the event. Wow. And you get kind of the special treatment of having your name and logo on everything, and in addition to the youth's eternal gratitude.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So what would be how do we get a hold of you? Like, how do we find you so that we can either refer people, or if you need a spa day for your brain, we can give you a call?
Well, the best way is to just call me. Do I give my phone number?
Absolutely.
Okay. My number is 971-238-4408. We're also at ancoratherapy.com. We have a Facebook and an Instagram. You'll see way too many pictures of my dog Baxter, who comes into the therapy office quite a bit.
Yeah.
And just reach out. The biggest thing that I like reminding my referral partners too is I can't reach out to anybody.
Right.
So even if you know a friend is struggling and you're like, please call Sally, I ethically cannot. Sally has to call me.
Excellent. That's why I was asking, like, how do we not manipulate them into calling you, but call it what you will. Anyway, well, thank you so much, Kara, for sharing your business.
Thank you.
I trust you implicitly, and I'm so glad that you're here serving our community.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.